Welcome to my channel. I thought I would introduce my Hitty dolls to you all. This is part 3 of my dolls, and the lights, it's a stunning day outside, but where I'm filming at the moment the light is a bit reflective, so they're a bit shadowed, so I'm hoping once I bring them up closer to the camera you'll be able to see them better. So I thought I would start with the very first one I got, which was Hitty Patience. She was carved by somebody called Gustav Trullet from Argentina, and she was hand painted and finished off by me, which is why she's not brilliant, but she's better than she was. At one stage she looked pretty frightening, but she's yeah, I'm really not convinced by this camera setting. I think I might have to move to somewhere else actually. Right, I'm back, and the light is a little bit better, so hopefully I'll be able to show them off a bit better. Anyway, as I was saying, this is Hitty Patience. She was painted and finished by me. Her hair's pretty good, but her face is, well, she was the first doll I'd ever painted. She's wearing a dress that I made her. She's got little pantaloons on, and she's got her stockings and black shoes. She is the author of the Hitty blog, or the main author, and the Hitty blog is hitty@rosecottage.blogspot.com, and the link will be in the description below. It's been very quiet the last couple of years, but that's partly, well, it's because we moved, and their original home that they used to live in was a dresser that used to live in our conservatory, and it's now in the kitchen and it's being used as an actual dresser, so I need to find something else to house them. The next, can't remember if I said, but she arrived on the 6th of August 2012. The next one is Rakes Hitty, and this is Hitty Ethel Rakes. She arrived on the 17th of August 2012, and she came from the USA. These dolls all came before there used to be heavy customs and things via eBay on USA. Now it's just too prohibitive to buy anything on eBay from America, unfortunately. But she's a Rakes doll. She's wearing a dress that was made by a friend. She's got pantaloons that were made by me. They're a little bit big. Okay. She arrived, did I say? Gosh, I'm losing my mind here. She arrived on the 17th of August. Okay, Hitty Granny Estelle arrived on the 23rd of August 2012, and she's carved from linden wood by A and Holly from Thailand, and she's very fine carving. She's very, very delicate. She's beautifully made. Her outfit was made by them as well, and she does have a little apron too. She came with a little wardrobe and some Asian food, which is just fabulous. Unfortunately that's all packed away at the moment, so I can't show that. Anyway, she's the head of the household and she does most of the cooking, although she now has a helper, which I will introduce a bit further along. Okay, the next one is Hitty Moana Kauri. She's made from kauri wood, and she arrived on the 24th of August 2012. You'll see a theme here that my Hitty family grew very rapidly. She's carved by Bruce and clothed by Fung Hicks from the USA. She's carved from New Zealand kauri, so she's quite special to me. She's wearing a dress that Fung made and a necklace, and she's wearing little pantaloons, and she's got little black boots and socks, and she has just a lovely face. Right, I'll get the next four. Here we have Hitty Carol Faith, who's now part of the three witches that dress up, three Hittys that dress up in their witches' outfits. She arrived on the 31st of August 2012, and she's a fully ball-jointed Hitty carved by a lady called Wanda Harrigan from the USA. She was one of her first ball-jointed Hittys. As such, she's basically the diva of the family. She's prone to histrionics and fainting fits, and she's very expressive with her hands. But yeah, she's fully jointed, and she can touch her head and all that sort of stuff. I think her joints have got a bit loose over the last well, I guess coming up for 10 years, amazingly. So, and she's got little stockings. She's wearing an outfit made by me. She did come with, I think she came with an outfit. I can't remember. Anyway, that's Hitty Carol Faith. And then we have Hitty Joyful, who is, as her name says, she's full of joy. She arrived on the 19th of September, and she was carved by a lady called Gail Lyons from the USA, and she's made from Paulina wood. And she's the proprietress of the Hitty Cottage or Rose Cottage tea rooms, and she loves to entertain people in her tea rooms that are currently closed for the winter. Hitty Annabelle is another Rakes Hitty, and she arrived on the 5th of February 2013, and she's a limited edition number 31 of 100, and she's a cheerful girl, and she quite likes to read stories to the little ones. Next we have is my very first Hitty carving, Hitty Match. She made her appearance on the 10th of February 2013, and she's carved and hand painted by me. She is, dare I say it, my favourite and my main main travelling companion. She has a love of roses, and she has an ever-increasing collection of roses dresses. And she is the proprietress of the Hitty Art Gallery. And she's wearing a dress I made and some pearls that I've made, pearl necklace. And I think I may have shown it before, but this is her Hitty pouch that she travels in to keep her nice and safe, and it just unbuttons and she slides in there. It's lined with fleece, it's nice and soft, and I made that for her. Okay, let's do the next one. Now, the first that I was going to introduce is Hitty Scary, and yes, that's her name, and needless to say, it's probably obvious why she's called Hitty Scary. Her face was painted by me, and she's a little bit scary. She is actually a shoulder head that was made by Sarah Cole, and she has a cloth body that was made by myself on the 30th of April 2014. However, she seems to have gone AWOL. I'm guessing she's got a bit fed up with still being called Scary, and so she's gone to find somewhere else to live. Actually, that's not true. She's just decided to hide from me for this video. Anyway, so I will go on to Hitty Mary Jean, and she's a jointed doll by Sabino, and I collected her in the USA in June 2014 when I went to a Sasha festival, and I painted her on the 13th of October 2014, and she is a jointed doll, and I just love her joints. She is quite expressive. She can put her hand over her face, and she's jointed at the legs and at the ankles, and so she can sit down quite nicely. She can bend 90 degrees, and she's wearing a lovely dress that was made for me for a swap one year. There's a really lovely active Hitty group that I've been involved in for, well, since I started collecting the Hitty dolls, although I haven't posted much in the last 2 years, I guess, since my move. Her head also is jointed, but it doesn't move that much, and I don't want to force it. So that is Hitty Mary Jean. And then we have the wonderful Hitty Leonarda, who is, she was actually carved by Leonarda on the Hitty group, and it was a Carve a Hitty and Dress as a Witch swap, and she arrived on the 27th of October 2014. And I just love this doll. She's apparently she was carved from an old kitchen breadboard or something. Anyway, she's great, and she's a firm favourite. She's actually got a hat too. And then we have Hitty Phoebe, and she was carved by Hitty and Fung Hicks. Bruce and Fung Hicks. Oh, my getting tongue twisted there. And she's dressed by Fung as well. And she matches. She's the same as Hitty Moana. Beautiful doll. can't remember the wood she's carved from. I'll have to have a look it up at some stage. And then Hitty Michaela arrived at the same time as Hitty Phoebe. I actually bought these both in the UK from a lady who decided to sell them, and I was lucky enough to get them both. So this is a carve by Michael Langdon, and he is an English carver, I believe. So she's quite delicate, and she's a lovely doll. She's dressed in something I made. Okay, the next four. Here we have Hitty Morag. She was carved by me, and she was Hitty number 6. She was the 6th Hitty doll I carved. She was carved in 2014. She did leave me and went to live somewhere else, but she returned home in October 2019 after living somewhere else for 5 years, and I was delighted to have her home. She's wearing a bee dress that I got in a Hitty swap. Okay, the next one I was going to show you was another Hitty carved by Bruce of Van Hicks, who is Hitty Remu, but she seems to have gone AWOL as well, so I'm guessing she must be with Hitty Scary. So I will have to move on to Hitty Natalie Rose. Natalie Rose arrived on the 25th of June 2015, and she was carved by a lady called Natalie Cooper, hence her namesake. She is also wearing a dress that she came in and pantaloons, and she's got painted feet and stockings, and she has a very pleasant demeanour. Yes, so this is another Hitty that arrived home that I did sell. She left to join Morag, and I carved her on the 13th of October 2014. Well, I finished her on the 13th of October 2014. She left in April 2015, and she returned home on the 12th of November 2019. And her name is Hitty Mildred, and she's one of the 3 witches. And she's wearing an outfit I made her, and she has stockings and pantaloons I made, and yeah, so that is Hitty Mildred. And then I have this girl here who I don't think I've named her. I can't even remember when she arrived. She is a she's not wood, I think she's resin, and I painted her, and I'm actually really pleased with her face painting. I'd obviously improved by the time I got this girl. She's quite delicate. I painted little buttons on her boots, and she is my redhead, and she's wearing a dress I made. Okay, and then I have one more doll that I'm in the process of hand carving, one more Hitty, and this is her here. She's been waiting for me for ages. Over the course of the time of me carving her, she's developed these marks in her face, which I think is partly why I stopped carving her, but it's all part of being made out of natural wood. So I will, hopefully, my aim is to try and finish her this year. I want to refine her more. I want to see if I can actually make one with thinner hands and legs and not so chunky, like all of my hand carved ones are rather chunky, but we will see. So hopefully I can show you her completed later on this year. And the last members of the Hitty family are 2 boys. This is Miles. He's a Sarah Cole resin boy, and he arrived on the 28th of November 2012, and I put him together and painted him on the 4th of December 2012, and I'm quite pleased with how he turned out as well. And his friend is Noel, and he arrived on the 16th of September 2014, and he was born, as in I finished painting him on 22nd of December 2014, and he's actually wearing a little Lottie doll outfit, which I thought suits him really well. Okay, then we have some dolls that aren't quite Hittys, but they fit in the family. This is Brittany. She arrived on the 11th of June 2013 and she was made by Paulette Morrissey. Sorry about that. Now, where was I? Yeah. So Brittany is a Paulette Morrissey doll and she is made of a kind of resin. And she's really cute. And we have Becca Scene. She's also made by Paulette Morrissey. She was created in March 2012 and I managed to get her via eBay in 2014 and she arrived on the 10th of February. And she obviously helps Granny Estelle around the house and is in charge of the overall housekeeping. And lastly we have teeny tiny Hitty, who came with Natalie Rose, and you'll be able to see the similarities in their faces. And you can see the difference in size. And she was carved by Natalie, and yeah, she arrived on the 19th of October 2014. And then we have the two half pint Hittys, the twins, and they arrived on the 23rd of December 2014 and I painted them on the 24th of December, and they are called Holly and Ivy, and they're wearing little dresses that I made them. Okay, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed viewing my Hitty dolls. I'm hoping that I might be able to find the two missing Hittys and add them onto the end of this video. If not, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, perhaps ask me in a couple of months' time how I'm getting on with finishing the carving of my final Hitty doll. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye. Well, I found Hitty scary, and as you can see, she does look rather scary. And it's her cloth body that I made her. As I say, she's a shoulder head. And yeah, anyway, I don't really know what else to say about her. She's a Cerakote resin head and shoulders. I'm not sure what's happened to Hitty Remu. She's still AWOL. I've checked my bags in case she was with me travelling. I'm sure I'll find her at some stage. Well, I hope I do, because she's one of my favourites. Anyway, I will close this video now and catch you later. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Haha, here she is. Here's Hitty Remu, who had gone missing, and she wasn't missing at all. She was just sitting at the very edge of where I was videoing. So I'm either going completely stark raving mad, or I did introduce her and I just forgot. No, I'm pretty sure I did introduce her. So this is Hitty Remu. She's got a bit of a smirk on her face. I think she was probably playing tricks with me. She's wearing a dress by Fung, and she's wearing a little necklace and bracelet. And yeah, I think she's as I say, she's one of my favourite Hittys. I'll put all three of those Hittys made by Bruce and Fung Hicks side by side, and you can see them. So there we go. We have Hitty Cowrie, Hitty Remu, who, yeah, she definitely played a joke on me, and Hitty Phoebe. These two, of course, made with New Zealand native timbers. So there we go. That finally finishes my video. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and sorry if I did duplicate showing her, but I don't think I did. I think she was just playing tricks on me. Catch you another time.